Hello, hello. Hello. For those of you who don't know what I'm laughing at, I'm just laughing because I had to play the intro music twice because I was late, because all kinds of things are going wrong. All kinds of things are going wrong today, but I am here. I am here. I am here. So, welcome to Get Rich 101. I'm your host. I'm Sekou Writes, and I'm trying to get to this show I was trying to teach you about. But I got in so late. Got in so late. Oh man, where is the show? Oh man, where is the show? My list. I think it's under my list. Oh shoot. I wanted to get the name of it right. But anyway, welcome to Get Rich 101. Well, thank you to New Thought Music. New Thought. New Thought. No. I'm sorry. Let me get their name right. New Media Music Group. Thank you to New Media Music Group for giving me the ability to grow, to grow, to grow, to grow. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is find this film that I watched over the weekend, but I can't find it thus far. I guess I'm gonna tell you about it without telling you the name. Sorry, I have to do that, but anyway, it was a documentary about getting rich. It was a documentary about getting rich. I swear I'm going to remember the name of it. I swear I'm going to remember the name of it. But anyway, what I've gotten used to doing is right now, I will go to Netflix and I will type in the search box money. 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 That's what I do. That's what I do because I want to know what types of information they have for us. And what I get 9 times out of 10 is a movie with money in the title, like Money Heist, and something like that. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for what to do about money, right? So I find out all these interesting things, but they're just like, they're not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is real, hard as nails. This is how you get to it, how you get to money. And so I found some interesting things this way. I found a documentary on Madoff. Now, I'm sure you know who Madoff is, but do you know the nuances of his story? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because if you did know, you'd be fascinated. You'd be fascinated. You'd be fascinated if you're looking at it correctly. If you're looking at it correctly, you would notice that Madoff believed. Madoff believed, right? And everything else came to assert his dream. You know what I mean? Like if you think about it, Madoff had an unfailing character, witness, whatever you want to call it, but he had this strong belief, and everything else bit their will to Madoff's. And the fact that he got away with it so long blows my mind. Blows my mind. If there hadn't been that recession, man, he'd still be going. He'd still be going. Wow. It's really fascinating. It's really fascinating. So if you haven't watched the Madoff documentary, watch that. Watch that and be on the lookout for his belief. His belief, because sometimes that's all he had. All he had was his belief in himself against all the forces in the world. Well, not in the world, but in the universe. They came to meet him. So this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that you have to have your belief together. You got to have your belief together because Madoff He had his beliefs together, and that's what purged him. That's what drove him, right? Now, he had the wrong idea, right? But look at how far he got with a wrong idea and a belief in himself. And imagine how far you could get with a belief in yourself and the right idea. In the right idea. Ooh, oh, that made me think of some things I need to do. That just made me think of some things I need to do. All right. So anyway, that's made off. And I told you I go to Netflix, I type money, and I watch whatever's there. Now I found this documentary this way. So try it. Try to just go to your Kindle, whatever, search for money and look carefully at the titles that they give you. But anyway, I wish I could remember this one. I'm gonna remember it soon. But anyway, so it was a series documentary with three people who were money wizards, let's call them. And they were tasked with three different people. And they were supposed to help them get back on their feet, right? And you know what was interesting to me? You know what was interesting to me? Do you know what was interesting to me? None of the three people said the same thing. None of the three people, the financial experts, said the same thing to their different people. Right? And I want you to think about that. Because I've told you that people, these financial experts, are just people. Right? They get attached to their own way of doing things. They're attached to their way because their way worked for them. Right? And you've got to find, no. You've got to take what you can get from this person. Just what you can get, and then also take it from this person. And you got to remix it. You got to remix it so that it suits you. So that it suits you. All right? Anyway, let me tell you what they said. So there's this black male who I've seen on Instagram a lot. I see him on Instagram a lot. He's always talking to his daughter in the back seat. He's always driving. Say, hey, girl, what you think about the short stocks or whatever? It'll be some concept that will be way beyond her, and she'd be like, "Yeah, daddy, yeah." So anyway, he's created this thing around his daughter. He's going to grow out of this soon, but anyway. So black male, and his person was an NFL player, right? And not at the top of the market, at the bottom of the market. So his NFL player had gotten kicked out of the NFL. Like he played a little bit, but he wasn't doing very well, so he cycled him out. He cycled him out. So he was trying to get back in, but he was like, "What do I do? What do I do with the money?" Because he has spent some money. He spent some money. He bought his mom a house, bought him a house, bought a car for everybody. Like he spent some money, but he made I think his first check was $1.5 million. He spent that down, and he got down to $250. He was like, "Ooh, 250,000, 250,000." He was like, "Okay, wait now. It's starting to get kind of tight." So then he started spending it out less and less and less, but still he was still spending money, right? And the guy, I wish I could remember his name too, but the guy, he says to him, he said, "Man, you got to get up on the S&P 500." What? I was like, the S&P 500. I know about the S&P 500. I was hyped, right? I was hyped. So I was like, so the football player was like, "What? What's the S&P? What is that?" And I was like, oh man. I started listing things in my head, things that I know, right? Things I know. This, right? And of those things, Of those things, he told him the guy, the financial wizard, told him maybe one thing, and I was like, huh, just one thing out of all those millions of things that you can talk to about the S&P 500. I was like, huh, that's interesting. And the football player was eating it up. He was like, oh, so what's this with the S&P 500? And it took him a lot of time to ask about it. And he said, okay, well, how much would you expect me to put down on the S&P 500? And the guy says, the financial wizard says, 10 grand. 10 grand. And the football player was like, oh, okay. Hold on now. Hold on. Let me start with a grand. With a grand, I was like, okay, that's real. That's real because you got to trust it. You have to trust it, right? So you gotta go to where you're strong, right? Because you know what? Every time I give someone advice, this is me talking. Give someone advice, I see that my advice is just going up to their wall. To the wall. It won't reach past that wall. And I'm trying to tell them like what I know now for me, and it's just like, yeah, that's interesting. But it's hitting that wall. And so it's interesting to see it play out with this football player. So you see him, the money was to talk to him, saying, hey man, let's get that 10 grand, let's get that 10 grand. He talking to him. And then there's a break. There's a couple months break. And he comes back, and the guy comes back and say, yeah, man, I bought 10 grand of the S&P 500. And he was like, what? All right. So what made the change? He said, we saw that it was working. That's it. He saw it was working. He put his $1,000 in, and he saw it grow and grow and grow. He said, wait a minute now. What if I put some more in? And it grew faster and faster and faster. And that's what I've been trying to tell y'all. You got to get in it, though. You got to get in it, even if it's a $1. Even if it's $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. Unless, even if it's those small amounts, you got to get in on your, well, see, for me, it's a little different. Because I went through that phase. I went through the phase that the NFL player went through. I went through that phase, and I'm way beyond that now. Now I'm in a phase where I'm like, listen, you need to take that money to your financial advisor ASAP, right? And let him divvy it up. Divvy that money up, right? Because my money, let me just remind you of this really quickly before I move on. I had lots of different, what do I call them? Hail Mary. That's not quite right, but that's what I'll do today. Hail Mary stocks. I had a bunch of stocks. Stocks here, stock there, stocks everywhere, right? And I went to my financial advisor. He said, you got stocks everywhere, right? I said, yeah, man, I got stocks everywhere. He's like, what would it take for you to bring them all together? I was like, I guess nothing. He's like, exactly, nothing. So bring all those stocks together under this portfolio. The portfolio, I transfer them. Well, yeah, I transferred them to money, and I moved all the money into an individual account. An account now, see, I had a little bits and pieces that were like this, like, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. But then they went like this, and then when they got together, they got big. It got big fast, right? So this is it. And now I'm giving advice based on that new reality, right? And that's fast moving train. Like people who haven't seen me in a couple months be like, what? So I'm telling you that like that's a difference in your strategy. All right, so that's my sidebar. So anyway, what I'm saying is that the guy, the money wizard, was telling the NFL how to be, and he got him to buy, or the NFL player bought, I think he bought Facebook and Apple, I think. But regardless, the financial advisor was like, "Yeah, that's great," and I was like, "It's great for here, but for here, for up here, you got to step them up. You got to be like, listen, man, you need to take them stocks over to a financial advisor and and grow it grow it." So I'm happy for the NFL football player. He got on bench. What's it called? On deck, on bench. I'm not sure what it is, but anyway, he got on bench. Let's just call it on bench with a financial with a football team, and then ultimately he got picked up. So let me tell you the numbers. He had zero money coming in. Zero money coming in. He was like, "Ooh, I need some money, man. I need, help me out." And so the financial wizard gave him the PDF, the SP 500, right? So he's putting money into there, and that's growing. It's going slowly, but it's growing. I mean, fast slow is is how you look at it. So it's going slower than he. ah, it's just growing. It's just growing. Just trust us. Just trust us. S&P 500. If that's all you got the room for, make the room for that. So S&P 500 with $1,000, he probably bought about 2 shares. Then he bought in more. He's put more of his money aside before he even had any money. Then he got on deck. Well, he got $10,000 per month on deck, riding oak, right? And then he got moved to an active duty and started making $250,000 a month, right? Now, this was so great because he got it early. He got it early. He got it early when he was looking for money. He was like, "Oh, I don't know. I need to find out what to do with my money." And that's how he found out, "Oh, I can put money here. I can put money into what I call it, the rise, the ah, well, whatever, the stocks, long distance stocks like Facebook and whatever, and S&P, right? All those three different stocks, right? That they're right here. But he needs to get with a financial advisor and let those three things come into his own portfolio. Right? But that's where he is. But where he is, there's nothing wrong where he is. There's nothing wrong where he is. But where he is elementary to me now because I've gone in, I've worked and I've worked and I've worked and I've figured some things out. And so the thing you need to know, the thing you need to know, the thing you need to know, the thing you need to know is you got to pay yourself now for your future. You got to. You got to pay yourself now for your future. You know how scary that sounds to me? To me, like, man, I used to be like, no, man. But I'm telling you, if you don't put away some money for the future, if you don't give your future self some money to reach back with, and while you're reaching forward, you don't get the handshake. You're gonna be doing this the whole time. And it just won't work out. This won't work out. You need this. You need this. You need to be reaching back, even if it's only $1, $2, $3, even if it's only a little bit. Make sure that you give your future self something to reach back with, even if it's only this. Even if it's only this, it'll help you make a bridge. It'll help you make a bridge. Okay, I wish I could remember. Can't remember. I'm gonna put it on my social media, but it's a good one. Go to Netflix and type in money. That's what you should do every time. Every time. When Fee's not here, I go straight to Netflix and I type in money. Type in money. Because I want to find out what there is to learn about money. And I found out so many. Look, I only told you one. I only told you one situation of three. And so there's lots more to talk about. Matter of fact, there's one of them I'm thinking about trying to incorporate for me. So anyway, so let me see. Oh wow, 27 comments. What? Let me see what I got. Okay, that's P tagging up everybody in her group. Let's see. Yes, the financial experts are just people. Thank you for this reminder. Yeah, and they just know their own specific worldview, right? It's like a lawyer. You think you got a lawyer, you hit up your friend who's a lawyer, like, hey, what about this? And he's like, hey, I'm not that kind of attorney. You need to I can help you find a different kind of attorney. You're like, what? But you're an attorney. Like, yeah, but that's not my field. It's like that. It's like that. You got to find the right person to give you what you need for your portfolio, but you can take a little from this person, from this person, from this person, and bring it all together. Bring it all together. Okay, let's see what else. See what else Ray B King is out there pointing out. How much time are you spending learning about how money works? Who are you listening to, reading, following? Oh wow. Wow. So I'm looking at my time. I'm trying to figure out how I can do this. Basically, I'm looking to do everything in a different way. I'm looking to do the same things in a different way. So, like we were watching, what's his name again? I can't remember his name, but he's a comedian. And we watched him last night. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. And he got his start in prison. Yes, in prison. And he started being funny in prison, and then he came out and continued to be funny and built a whole career about it. But now I watched most of his things that I can find on YouTube. But now I'm listening out for money. Like he was talking about how he was wearing a short mink coat. There's a teenager now. I seen it like 17, 18. He was driving around a two-seat Volkswagen, no, two-seat Jaguar, all these things. But I was thinking about what he should have been doing with his money. That's what I was thinking about. As he's talking about it, the last time I saw this part, I just laughed. But this time, I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, I'm applying. What advice can I give him now? He's talking about he had $85,000 in ones and fives at one girlfriend's house. And another girl's house, he had $12,000 in ones and fives. Just sitting there. Right? And he doesn't know where to go with this. Now, if he had gone and put any of that into a portfolio with a financial advisor, oh my goodness. Now he's doing well now. He's doing well. Comedy is treating him well. He's doing all right. But I'm just saying it would have happened that much faster. So what I'm doing is I'm learning the same things, but I'm learning them differently. So I'm looking at the same movies. But I'm thinking about things differently. I went back and looked up Eddie Murphy trading that one where someone swaps him out with this guy who was a Wall Street guy. He switched him they just flipped it. And I looked up that movie and I watched it and I was like, wow, it's interesting. The things you notice about something when you've got an interest beyond just having fun, beyond just laughing, beyond just kikiing, beyond just that. When you have something interested in that goal, that's when you've got something. And so I can watch any movie now and I'm automatically like, and I'm doing that all the time now. All the time. All right. So that ran out my time. But yeah, that's you've got to remember who you listen to, who you reading, who you follow. It's like what I was saying before. It's finding something from everyone. Finding something from everyone, and every one of them is going to be right. But you got to find something and do something from each person. All right? That's what I got. That's what I got. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow for Fiance Files. For Fiance Files tomorrow. And and we'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget that now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. All right. I'll see you guys later. Peace.